Hey, good morning. This is Camilo with StrengthSessions again. I just weighed myself. It's about. Check it out right now. It's about 4:26. It's a Friday, day before a meet. I lift at 3 p.m. tomorrow, and the last three days I've been just cutting my carbs so that I make the 77 kilo class. The last meet, I waited probably like a day. I was a day two. I started a day later. Training was really good, and my calories were up there, and it took a little bit longer than I had imagined. But this time I make sure I took precautions. Started three days earlier, and basically that's just reducing my carbs and taking out all the extra trail mix and cashews, which are an extra 2,500 calories because I go by the can, so I don't mess around. But anyway, I'm getting the eggs ready. Everyone wants to see that. Eggs take about, what is that? Let me see. Eggs take about just a few minutes right there. Get my coffee ready. I got my oatmeal in the microwave right there. But just pretty much the morning ritual. I feel a lot better with some calories. I feel really good with a good source of carbs and a good source of proteins. It doesn't have to be oatmeal and egg whites, but you know what? A million bodybuilders can't be freaking wrong, dude. They keep all that muscle and they stay super freaking lean. So, but one thing about carbohydrates, it's a great source of energy. It stays with you longer. But there's other sources. Sometimes I go yams, sweet potatoes. Sometimes I go brown rice. Just depends on what I have. Usually I have enough protein. I make sure I do. But if I don't, I just kind of dip into the lunchtime carbs and afternoon carbs and evening carbs. But if your calories are there, body fat level should be in check, especially if you're eating some clean calories. I actually have to eat the trail mix because it adds a lot of extra calories, and it's so nutrient dense. It has a lot of calories, and you don't have to eat a lot of it. It helps with my training, and it's just I like it. What else? Oh yeah, coffee. Got my coffee, eggs. 77 class tomorrow morning. Are weighing at 1 o'clock. Really gonna weigh myself throughout the day. I should do probably just a light cardio. My light cardio the last few days have been walking boots and a little extra long walk instead of a higher intensity. I found that if I go do a higher intensity, I basically am just pushing out water, and then I'm gonna have to replace that water. So I don't want to pull any water necessary for my muscles. I do drink I average from 3 to 4 gallons of water a day. Yesterday I hit about three plus. Today I'm going to hit 3, and then I'm going to cut water probably today at 6 or 7. Yeah, 6 or 7 should be okay because I'm going to cut my carbs. Water should just release on a natural basis. Then I'll eat some more asparagus. Asparagus is a natural diuretic, and then I'll drink some coffee. That'll push out some more water, just enough to keep me at 77 at 1 o'clock. Watch my carbs tomorrow. I'll weigh myself and then figure out probably just go with oatmeal with a little less oatmeal than I did today, but with no water in it, and just sprinkle it on a couple eggs, and then weigh in, and then drink a bunch of water. I think it's 2 hours. It's 2 hours, 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock weigh-in and 3 p.m. lifting. Yeah, that's it. I make sure I have enough good calories in me so that I can ask my body to do some freaking awesome things. That's all. If you ask a lot of your body's, it's going to want to do it, but sometimes you're going to have to help it out a little bit. You'll be amazed at what the body can do just not in optimal conditions. So not everything has to be optimal, the last one of the meets before, I had to lose I was like 84 kilos, and I cut water. I cut a lot of water, and then I get down to the meet, and I was 75 kilos. I was like, whoa. But I hit 100 kilos on the snatch, and I hit 130 on the clean and jerk, which are pretty good, because that's my first time that I did that at 75 kilos. Or maybe I was at 75 kilos in training, but that actually made me weigh in and then hit those lifts. But anyway, that's what I compete on a regular basis. Weigh-ins are 2 hours before the competition. I like to train about, the weight class is 169, 77 kilos, so I train about 175, 176. Sometimes if the meets are in between a little bit far, then I'll bump it up a little bit. I'll bump the calories depending on how heavy the training is. So if the meets are a few months apart, or 3 or 4 months apart, then I'll probably be adding in I'll be adding in a Tuesday and a Thursday session, which brings up the workouts to 5 to 6 days of training, plus maybe a couple double days in there on a Monday or a Wednesday. But that just depends on how I'm feeling and how the recovery is going in between. But anyway, guys, that's it from Strength Sessions. Weight classes and competing on a regular basis. It helps me keep my diet in check, and it makes sure that my body fat levels are in check, so I don't get crazy. So the off season, I don't go to like 85 or 94, but that wouldn't happen. But just because I eat fairly clean throughout the entire year, that helps with just energy and going to the gym with some enthusiasm and helping people. Anyway, have a good morning. Talk to you soon.